Welcome dear students. Today we are going to see chapter 4 theoretical concepts of operating system. We have already seen what is computer from our first lesson. Let us start from there. We know computer is an electronic device which accepts input, processes it according to the instructions given and will produce the required output. Otherwise we can say it is a combination of hardware and software. What is hardware? Hardware is a physical component which we can touch and feel. For example, if you take keyboard, mouse or hard disk, all these devices we can touch and feel. They are all called hardware. The computer. Software. What is software? Software is nothing but a set of instructions or programs to do any particular job or task. This software is divided into two. One is application software, the other one is system software. Application software. What is meant by application software? Any software, if you use for any particular purpose or specific purpose. For example, often we use these three applications. Wherever you go, in school, college or any office, nowadays if you go, these three applications maximum people will use. MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint. You could have seen this. Even when you take seminar, when teachers assign you some seminars, you will go with PowerPoint presentation, isn't it? To prepare presentation in such a case, you will use MS PowerPoint, isn't it? Only to prepare presentation, you are using MS PowerPoint. For that particular purpose, that software is used. So, such type of softwares are called application software. If you take MS Word, if you want to type and save any document, we go for MS Word. We have many calculation works I want to do, and I want, based on those calculations and data, I want to create a table. Based on the table, I want to create chart. For all these type of work, I can go for MS Excel. So these applications are used for that particular purpose. So that is called application software. Then let us come to system software. System software, it is also a software designed to manage the computer hardware as well as the application programs. That is, this is the overall software which will manage the computer, all the hardware devices of the computer as well as the application programs running in the computer. Okay, we can take operating system and language processors as an example for system software. So now we are here with our lesson, am I right? We are entering into operating system now. Operating system is a system software. So by this definition you will come to know operating system is a system software. Before getting into in depth our chapter, let me quote about language processes. In detail you will learn in your higher studies. Language processor, we have three types of language processes: assembler, compiler and interpreter. These language processes, usually C++, how you will write a program? With all normal English words. C++ is high level language. We know, isn't it? Using all the English, common English words, we will write our computer program. We know, I am writing in English language, but the computer cannot understand it. We know the computer knows only binary language, 0 and 1. Am I right? But I am writing a computer program in high level language using English. So my C++ program cannot be understood by computer. So I need a translator there. I have written a program in C++ in English. It should be converted into zeros and one, binary language. That translation will be done by these language processors. High level computer program will be converted into binary language, that is in terms of zeros and one. The conversion will be done by these language processors. If you take compiler, the compiler will convert the whole program into machine language. Example, C++. Interpreter, if you take Python uses interpreter. That is, interpreter will do this translation line by line. It will check one line. If any error, that error will be informed to the user. After correcting that error, it will go with the next line. That is the big difference between compiler and interpreter. So, let us enter into our chapter operating system. As I said, what is operating system? Operating system is a system software. It acts as an interface between the user and the computer. What is interface here? It helps the user to interact with the computer. I am a user, I am using system in the sense that using can be replaced by interacting. I am interacting with the device. That interaction here means interface. It helps the user to interact with the device. So, it is a system software which helps the user to interact with the device. What are the key features of this operating system? What are the jobs it is doing? It is performing device management. Device management in the sense, all the input, output, hardware devices, including memory devices, management will be done by the operating system. Memory management. If any job assigned, the required memory to complete that process should be assigned. That is called scheduling. We say that as scheduling. If I am assigning my device to do one arithmetic operation. For example, we know addition, subtraction, multiplication and division are called arithmetic operation. I am asking my computer to do a simple arithmetic operation. What is 5 plus 10? This you can take it as an example for one job, process or task. To do this process, that is to add 5 plus 10, what is the memory required? That should be scheduled by the operating system. Okay, that process has been done. That process will be done by the CPU. We know that CPU has 3 parts, ALU, MU, CU. That ALU will perform this arithmetic operation what I have given now. So that ALU will produce the output as 15. When the job got over, immediately the scheduled memory should be free. That also should be done by the operating system. Memory management in the sense, when some job is getting assigned, the required memory should be assigned. When the job got over, it should be free immediately. File management. All the files and folders should be managed by the operating system. Security management, process management and interface. All these can be taken as the functions or the key features of operating system. Let us see one by one. Process management. How the operating system is performing this process management. For example, let us take an example. Your mother wants to cook something, but she need the one ingredient is missing. What she will do? To manage that, she will get help from your father, or she may ask you to go to get it. Am I right? So, in the same way, to do this process management, operating system depends on algorithms. We know algorithms are step-by-step procedures to do any task, isn't it? So, to do this process management, it depends on 4 algorithms. The first algorithm is FIFO, first in, first out. Second algorithm, shortest job first, SJF. Third one, round robin algorithm. Fourth one, based on priority. Let us see one by one. First in, first out. Take this example. I am standing in a railway station to get the ticket. Or you take another example. You want to get the report card from your teacher. Who will get the first ticket or who will get the first report card? Standing in the queue. The first person who is standing in the queue will get the first output. The one who is standing in the queue first, the child will get the report card first, or the one who is standing in the queue first will get the ticket first. This algorithm works based on queuing technique. This algorithm works based on queuing technique. That is, 10 jobs has been assigned to the operating system. Which job will be done first? Which job you have given first? That job will be done first. In such a way, the assigned order, the jobs will be processed. Second algorithm, shortest job first. Take two examples, job A, job B. The size of job A is 6 kilobytes, the size of job B is 9 kilobytes. Which one is shortest here? By the size you can understand, job A is shortest. So, based on this algorithm, the shortest job should be processed first. So, automatically job A will be processed. So, which job is shortest according to the size, that job will be processed first. Round robin algorithm. This algorithm works based on time sharing. Time sharing, what this term means? Time sharing. Time sharing means I have three jobs here, job A, job B and job C. Whatever it may be the size of the job or whatever it may be the order they have assigned, need not to worry about. First, it will share the given time. For example, I have given 60 seconds in the sense, each job will get 20 seconds. So, job A, first 20 minutes, the operating system will allocate for job A. Job A will be done. But the job would have not been completed. No issues, even though it is incomplete. Next 20 seconds, as per the schedule, it has to process job B. So, job B will be processed in the next 20 seconds. That also may be completed or incomplete, that doesn't matter. Go to job C. Operating system will start to process job C. The third 20 seconds, it will process job C. Then again, it stays now round robin. Since the jobs have not been completed, again we come to job A for the second round. Okay, again time will be shared among them. Jobs will be processed. When all the jobs have been completed, it will come out of. Fourth algorithm, based on priority. The name states, isn't it? Priority. I have two work to do. Which one I'll do first? Maybe one work may be given by my friend, the other work may be given by my father. I'll fix the priority, isn't it? The work given by my father takes higher priority automatically. So I'll do that work first, then the work given by my friend. In the same way here, priority numbers will be assigned for all the jobs. I have job A, job B. Job A has priority number 7, job B has priority number 5. Since it has the highest priority, job A will be processed first. So, this process management is done by the operating system by using these four algorithms. Let us go for a small recap what we have seen today. We have seen the components of computer and then how software is divided into two, application software and system software. What is application software? Any specific task, any software if I use to do any specific work, that is application software. System software is designed to manage everything. That is, this software should manage the computer hardware as well as all the application programs running in the computer. Under that we have seen operating system and language processor. So, by this I can define the operating system as a system software. It also acts as a interface, that is, it helps the user to interact with the device. Then what are the key features? It has important 6 key features: memory management, file management, security management, process management, user interface, device management, and the 4 algorithms which helps to do the process management. In next class, we will see the remaining key features of operating system. Thank you, children.